Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome to this channel. Before we begin, let us take a moment together to supplicate to the Lord. O Allah, open our hearts to the understanding of your word. Guide us to what pleases you, and make this moment a sincere reminder for each of us. Amen. There is a simple wisdom, often forgotten in the frantic pace of modern life, that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, conveyed to us centuries ago. 3 things, he said, are enough to fill the heart of a believer in this earthly existence: a pious wife, a stable home, and a reliable means of transportation. 3 simple things, almost self-evident, and yet so rarely appreciated for their true worth. Before going any further, if this kind of reminder resonates with you, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future reminders like this one. It helps me tremendously to continue this work and reach even more hearts. And now, ask yourself this question honestly before you continue watching. Of these 3 blessings mentioned by the Prophet, which do you already possess without even realizing it? Stay until the end of this video, because the answer could very well transform the way you see your own life. Stop for a moment and look at your own life. If you possess these 3 things, do you truly realize the opportunity that lies in your hands? How many people around the world pray every day for even just one of these 3 blessings? And yet, you who may already possess them, do you continue to feel fulfilled? Or are you constantly chasing after more without ever looking up at what you already have? According to Surah Ibrahim, the Lord reminds us that if His servants are grateful, He will increase His blessings upon them. But if they become ungrateful, His punishment is severe. This saying should resonate deeply within you today. For gratitude is not merely a fleeting feeling. It is a gateway to even greater blessings. In a hadith narrated by Imam Tirmidhi, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, taught that whoever wakes up safe in their home, healthy, and with enough food for the day, truly possesses the equivalent of the entire world. This saying puts into perspective what many take for granted, when in fact these are precisely the foundations of a peaceful existence. And according to Surah Ad-Duha, the Lord reminds His Prophet, and through him every believer, never to forget the blessings received, and to always mention them with gratitude. This divine reminder transcends the ages to reach your heart today, at this very moment. Ask yourself honestly this question before continuing. Of the 3 blessings mentioned by the Prophet, which do you already possess without even paying attention to them? Perhaps it is time to change your perspective on what you have considered commonplace until now, because what seems ordinary to you represents for others an unattainable dream. There is a truth deeply rooted in human nature, a truth that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, spoke of with rare wisdom. Even when fulfilled, human beings continue to desire more. This is not a shameful weakness, nor is it a sin in itself. It is simply how the human heart functions, always seeking a more distant horizon, always drawn to what it does not yet possess. Look around you. How many people, having already acquired a comfortable home, dream of a bigger one? How many, already owning a reliable vehicle, want to trade it in for a newer model? This perpetual drive towards more is not inherently wrong, as long as it remains within the permissible and legitimate limits of this life. But here's the line you must never cross, the boundary many forget in their pursuit of accumulation. This quest for more must never come at the expense of your relationship with Allah. That's the real issue. That's the question you should sincerely ask yourself today. According to Surah At-Takathur, the Lord clearly warns that the pursuit of wealth leads a person astray until death overtakes them. This statement serves as a powerful warning against the illusion that happiness lies solely in ever-increasing material possessions. In a hadith narrated by Imam Bukhari, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, taught that if the son of Adam possessed an entire valley filled with gold, he would desire a second one, and that nothing filled a person's heart except the earth of the grave. This powerful image illustrates how insatiable human desire can become if it is not tempered by a strong spiritual conscience. And according to Surah Al-Fajr, the Lord reminds us that excessive love of wealth is a trap into which many fall without even realizing it, forgetting their true priorities in favor of endless accumulation. So ask yourself honestly today, does your morning prayer take precedence over your first check of work messages? Does your commitment to Allah remain intact, even when material opportunities multiply around you? For it is precisely in this delicate balance that the true success of a believer lies. There is a simple, almost obvious question that very few people actually ask themselves on a daily basis. Not, what do you own? But rather, do you perform your prayers? This seemingly trivial question actually contains the true measure of a believer's inner happiness. Think for a moment of all the people you know, surrounded by wealth, material possessions, and social status, yet visibly empty inside. Then think of others, possessing little, living simply, but whose faces radiate a peace that money can never buy. Where does the difference lie? It lies precisely in the constancy of their connection with the Creator. Prayer is not simply a repetitive ritual, a box to tick 5 times a day. It represents the invisible thread that connects the heart of the believer to the very source of true peace. Without this thread, even the most sumptuous palace becomes a gilded cage, devoid of profound meaning. According to Surah Ar-Ra'd, the Lord reminds us that it is through the remembrance of Allah that hearts truly find peace, a truth that few people actually experience until they have made the effort to sincerely turn to their prayer. In a hadith narrated by Imam Ahmad, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said to Bilal, "O Bilal, give us peace through prayer," thus revealing that prayer was not for him a constraint, but a true refuge, a moment of rest for the entire soul. And according to Surah Taha, the Lord clearly commands the establishment of prayer in His remembrance, thus placing this act at the very center of the believer's existence, far beyond a simple religious obligation to be performed mechanically. So before continuing your day, ask yourself honestly this question: does your prayer represent for you an anticipated moment of genuine connection, or simply a task quickly completed between 2 activities? For it is precisely in this difference that the true definition of inner happiness lies. There is a moment each morning when the whole world seems still asleep, shrouded in darkness and silence. And yet, at that precise moment, some hearts choose to rise, to leave the warmth of their beds, to answer an invisible but powerful call, the call to Fajr prayer. This seemingly simple gesture contains a much deeper meaning than one might imagine at first glance. Rising before dawn, when the body still craves rest, when no one is watching, when nothing outwardly compels you, represents a true silent preparation for the day you will meet your Creator. Think for a moment about what this morning effort truly means. It's not simply another religious habit. It's a direct investment in eternity, a quiet but essential building towards a dwelling in paradise, a palace that few take the time to truly earn. According to Surah Al-Isra, the Lord specifically mentions the dawn prayer as a witnessed time, highlighting its particular importance among the 5 daily prayers. This specific mention is not insignificant. It reveals the immense value placed on this morning effort by the Creator Himself. In a hadith narrated by Imam Muslim, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, taught that whoever performs the Fajr and Asr prayers in congregation will enter paradise, a clear promise that should be enough to motivate every hesitant heart in the face of the difficulty of waking up early. And according to Surah Al-Muzammil, the Lord mentions the special value of rising at night for worship, a time when the heart, freed from the distractions of the day, can truly connect with sincerity and depth. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm rings before dawn, remember this essential truth. Every effort made in darkness and difficulty is another stone laid toward your eternal home. Ease builds nothing lasting, but sincere effort, even invisible to others, silently shapes your future in the hereafter. There is a posture in prayer that encapsulates the very essence of sincere submission to the Creator. It is the moment when the forehead touches the ground, when the entire body willingly lowers itself, when the human being adopts the most vulnerable position possible before the absolute grandeur of Allah. Think for a moment about what this gesture truly represents. In everyday life, human beings constantly strive to rise above others, to display their pride and status. And yet, several times a day, the believer voluntarily chooses the opposite. They place their forehead, the highest and most dignified part of their body, directly on the ground. This gesture is far from insignificant. It represents the complete effacement of the ego before divine majesty, a moment when all human pretension vanishes entirely. No wealth, no social status, no earthly success matters in this position. Only the raw truth of the relationship between the servant and his Creator remains. According to Surah Al-Alaq, the Lord directly commands prostration and drawing near, clearly indicating that prostration is a privileged means of closeness to the divine, far more effective than any other act performed standing up. In a hadith narrated by Imam Muslim, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, taught that the servant is never closer to his Lord than when he is in prostration, thus inviting us to increase sincere supplications during this precious moment. And according to Surah Al-Hajj, it is recalled that prostration is one of the acts performed by all of creation, from heaven to earth, thus linking the individual gesture of the believer to a universal movement of submission to the Creator of all things. Ask yourself honestly this question today. The next time your forehead touches the ground, will you truly be present? Or will your mind wander again to the worldly concerns you have just left behind? There are words, spoken daily, repeated so many times that they sometimes risk losing their true weight in the heart of the believer. Yet, when one takes the time to explore their profound meaning, these same words reveal an unsuspected richness. Glorified be my Lord, the Most High. This is the supplication recited during prostration, a short phrase but laden with immense meaning. Pause for a moment on each title mentioned in this formula. The Nourisher, the one who provides for every need without exception. The Protector, the one who watches over every soul even in the deepest darkness. The Healer, the one to whom we turn when body or mind falters. And finally, the one to whom every being will inevitably return one day. This invocation is therefore not a simple formula to be recited mechanically between two movements of prayer. It represents a complete declaration of total dependence on the Creator, a sincere acknowledgement that nothing, absolutely nothing, exists outside of His will and His grace. According to Surah Ar-Rahman, the Lord enumerates His countless blessings upon creation, each time asking the same question: which of the blessings of your Lord would you dare to deny? A question that should accompany every prostration performed with sincerity. In a hadith narrated by Imam Abu Dawood, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, taught the importance of multiplying supplications during prostration, a period particularly conducive to the acceptance of prayers formulated with a humble and present heart. And according to Surah Al-Baqarah, it is recalled that the Lord always remains close to His servants, ready to answer whoever invokes Him sincerely, a promise that should soothe every anxious heart in the face of life's trials. So today, before concluding this reflection, take a moment to reconsider each word spoken during your next prostration. Don't let these words slip mechanically from your mouth without your heart fully accompanying them. For it is precisely in this sincere presence, repeated day after day, that the inner happiness mentioned at the beginning of this reflection is truly built. May the Lord grant you to live each prayer with total presence, to find in prostration a true refuge, and to recognize day after day the immensity of His blessings towards you. If this video touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay connected for every new reminder. Also, take a moment to like the video. It helps this community grow tremendously. And if you want to share what you're feeling right now, write "God is great" in the comments, so that other hearts can see your testimony and feel inspired in turn. Finally, if you wish to continue nourishing your soul, click now on the video that just appeared on the screen. May Allah keep you, protect you, and grant you peace of heart until our next meeting.